So here's MTT1. Let's read it first and see what we have to do. So if you play all the white notes from C to C on a keyboard, you'll be playing the scale of C major. And here we can see the notes: treble clef, we've got C there, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, and then back down again, all the way up and down. It says the distance between every white note and the next is not always the same. So we're talking about white notes on the keyboard, and the distances are not always the same. If a black note comes between them, the distance is called a tone. If there is no black note between them, the distance is called a semitone. Okay, a semi meaning half, so that's half a tone. Okay, so if we look on here, you can see it says E to F. There is nothing in between. That is a small distance there. That's a semitone. Then A to B, we have a black note in between, so that has to be a tone. There are two semitones in a tone. So you can see from A to A sharp, that's a semitone, and then from A sharp to B is another semitone. So that's two semitones, 1, 2 equals a tone. Okay, if you go from B to C, there's nothing in between, so that's a semitone. From C to D is two semitones, 1, 2, so that is a tone. Okay, from C to C sharp, as it says here, is a semitone. That's the smallest distance between two notes. Okay, from B to C sharp is a tone because it's two semitones, 1, 2. From B flat to C is a tone because it's 1, 2 semitones. Okay, so it says, in other words, there is a distance of a semitone between every next door note, every note that's immediately next to it on the keyboard. Okay, so let's have a look at what we have to do here then. So it says, question 1, look at the following pairs of notes and say whether the distance between them is a tone or a semitone. And what it's telling you to check the clef each time. So the first example here, we've got a treble clef. So we need to know what our notes are in the treble clef. You know that because this first one's on a line. So the treble clef lines are every green bus drives fast. So that must be an E for every. Okay, so if that's an E, I'll just fill that in. That's an E. And then this is in a space. So the spaces for treble clef are F-A-C-E, okay, for face. So that's an F. So we're going from E to F. So if we look up to this keyboard here, you can see from between E and F, it's a semitone. So that's the semitone. So that's treble clef. I'll do one more example here, and I'll do this one in the bass clef. So this example, we've got bass clef, so it's in a space. So the spaces for bass clef are all cows eat grass. So that makes that an A. So I'll just write in A. And then this is on a line. And the lines for bass clef are great big dogs fight always. So that's a G. Okay, so between A and G, let's have a look. A and G, we can see that there is a note between them. So that's a semitone and that's a semitone. So two semitones lower, that's a whole tone lower. So I'm going to write tone. Okay, so the distance between A and G here, A and G, is a whole tone. Okay, so hopefully that gives you a good idea. If you're still stuck, then come and ask me before next lesson. Okay, bye.